I think my first trip down here, I was probably 5 or 6 years old or something with my parents. First dirt bike experience in Baja was probably, I don't know, maybe early teens or something like that with my dad. Lots of miles in Baja for me.
What's your name?
Alexander Smith.
Good luck.
Thank you.
This was the race that we had to find a way to compete in. His pedigree in desert racing is something that we couldn't question.
DesertX Rally gave us an opportunity really to test the bike in the most extreme of conditions and really prove its capability, its ruggedness, and of course its performance. There's nothing more challenging in entering the pro class of the NORRA Mexican 1000 Rally, so that's why we're here.
I couldn't get up next to him, and then all hell was unleashed. That thing moves dirt.
Knowing this was going to be a road book race, we thought he was the perfect person to be able to do this.
He's very calculated, plans meticulously for the day. We all make mistakes, but he makes few.
My name is Alexander Smith, and we're down in Baja racing the NORRA Mexican 1000 with the new Ducati DesertX Rally.
Since we made the announcement of the DesertX Rally, we had an idea internally that we thought, well, we're in the US, we should really do something big with this.
Baja always had one of those allures to us in North America of not only the challenge of crossing over 1,000 miles on a motorcycle, but also just that connection with the Western culture of motorcycle racing and desert racing in general.
Coincidentally, Alexander Smith also had the same idea, so he reached out to us and said we should go racing with this.
They called me a couple of months ago and said let's make it happen, and here we are down here.
The main goal was to keep the bike as standard as possible, so from an engine point of view, the suspension, the wheels, everything is as it would come out of the crate.
But we knew that there were some very specific things that we needed to address when you're going rally racing, in this case, desert racing.
One of the key goals for us was really about protection and taking out weight where we could. And this is a roadbook navigation rally, so modification, roadbook towers, all the navigation, all the settings, so there's quite a bit of extra electronics that go into that as well.
This is given to us by the organizer. This is our tracker to make sure we stay on route. This also tells us when we find the waypoints. We have our roadbook holder. This is a paper roll chart that shows us where we need to go. Above that, we have our 2 GFXs. I run them with an odometer and my cap heading on the right-hand side. All of this is controlled by this giant button right here. The first 100 miles was a bit of a learning experience for me. I had to learn to trust the bike. I had just finished about 1,500 miles on my 450, and then I got immediately on this big bike, and so it was a little hard to trust. And then once I got about 500 miles under my belt on it, it started feeling really natural and normal, and yeah, it feels great now. It feels like a little dirt bike. Yeah, it's cool.
In his own right, Alexander is a fantastic off-road rider, competed across here in Baja and of course the Dakar. He's also raced with Ducati many years, so he's done 3 Pikes Peaks with us and also raced the Mint 400 on a scrambler desert sled. So we've worked before. He's what I call a quiet assassin.
A lot of my dad's old race car rims were drilled like this. But back then they didn't have much suspension, so they'd use these giant balloon tires to get a little bit more suspension. And the only way to get them to stay in the rim was to drill them.
Master link for the chain, they're press fit to get on. So we're just making the holes a little bigger so they're easier to get on without all the special tools we would have to carry.
We're just making some minor adjustments on the console here to clear the handlebars and tidying up some of the wiring and the control cables for all the navigation devices.
What makes the NORRA so special and different is the rally format, where we're going city to city each day, and then we have a chance for the crew to regroup, and we have a finish line and a start the next morning. I think it's a lot funner race. It allows the crew to be a lot safer and lets us see more parts of Baja.
Everybody wants to do Baja 1000. When I used to go, it really came down to free run. You go down there like right when they do the opening book just to see where the course went so you could plan your gas and stuff. The roads were like brand new and they were nice, kind of like the ones that we're riding on. The way that we've developed this race, it's almost like pre-running, but you're doing it in a race format. They work with the ejidos and the local ranchers and stuff to allow us to come, and since we don't pre-run, it's a big deal.
Jimmy was right, it does look like some pretty tricky navigation at the end of the day.
Next time you ask me which way you're going, that's considered a medium question.
Is it because I called you out on where your drawings were? Is that why you're mad at me, Jimmy?
There's all the information you would need there. I'm pretty damn sure.
When we're out there, I think the navigation set by Jimmy Lewis, he said it's going to be exciting and fun and challenging, and you have to focus. So I think that's where we're going to see the challenges.
Today was super busy. It was always just bang, 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 note, 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 note all day. Notes really close to each other, like you get a note and then 0.2K later you get another note, and 0.2K later another note, just stacked on top of each other. I'm surprised at how good it works across pretty much everything we rode today. It works remarkably well in the deep sand, in the cross country off piste, camel grass, real rough stuff. Really the only thing we found today that it didn't like was the big trophy truck 4-foot whoops that were in this first special test, but I don't like riding those on my 450 anyway, so.
Burr! It's a Ducati boy. What does your timer say?
Yeah, he's 22. Yeah, we're all 3 minutes top.
So are we going with the timer then?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see that.
You liking it?
It's shockingly good, Scott. Yeah. I'm gonna go down to the beach so I can see right there, and go to El Dorado Ranch to finish. We don't really know this bike well enough yet to know exactly what we're looking for, right? We're just looking for anything.
New tires, check all the critical fasteners. We got enough brake pad for the next day, and make sure this chain's in good shape. All preventative maintenance.
You just make sure nothing's about to fall off, so it's gonna be a problem tomorrow. So far, so good.
What's up, Miley's dad? Beautiful this morning. I didn't need the jacket. Hey, 2 seconds.
We're here at the turnoff for Gonzaga Bay, and I think this morning we're gonna see some sandy 2-track stuff going out over those mountains right there. Just keep riding. Yeah, don't get lost. Don't make big mistakes. It's 6 days, right? The idea is just minimize mistakes, not necessarily go fast.
Good luck.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Adios.
Adios.
Adios. Yeah.
Coming from a background of having raced twin-cylinder bikes, back in the old days of Dakar, I really appreciate it. And I'm stoked to see Alex doing this because it's just close to me.
We're all out there riding the same course, right? So it's got a either outride or outsmart the next guy. And Matthew's leading the race right now. I saw a couple things today that he did that made me question whether he did it intentionally or not. Like where he'd make a wrong turn, but he would turn back to the right way, and it was really obvious he was trying not to leave a mark. And when I would see it, I would think like, yeah, is that intentional? And then I was talking to him at the end of the stage, and it was definitely intentional on his part. So yeah, he's being a little tricky out there. So at least now I know. I would do the exact same thing to him, so I don't blame him at all. We're in Guerrero Negro, day 2 in the books, 248K stage today. Felt really good. No major issues, bike never touched the ground. 2 or 3 minutes off of lead time, so it's kind of right where we want to be. Gonna be a lot of cross country tomorrow, I imagine. I think Jimmy's got some surprises in store for us. Following a compass heading across sand dunes, washes, and over hills, and we leave first thing in the morning, and it's going to be tough for us because we don't get to follow tracks. Favorite part is probably how well it works in the rough, tight, technical stuff. It works really good. I thought it was going to be the fast stuff, but it actually shines in the tighter stuff. It was a lot less lonely today than the other days have been. Caught Matt so real early in the day. Got by him a couple kms later and took the physical lead for probably 30 kilometers or something like that, and then started getting a fuel warning light on the bike, so I backed off and let him go by and got to assistance, got filled up, and then took off after him, and he was only about a minute in front of me at that point. Passed him as we were coming off the highway, and from then until the finish, we were back and forth, just leapfrogging each other. We got to the end of the dry lake, and there should have been a waypoint that opened, and it didn't for either of us. And so we start doing our search for the waypoint by, doing some big S's. And whenever you're doing that with somebody, you got to keep a close eye on the other person, because it might be the case that they find the waypoint before you do. In this case, he tried to sneak away from the waypoint without making a big dust cloud. Saw that he had done that, and I knew that's where the waypoint was, so I chased him down. I think it'll be probably close all the way to the finish. Hopefully as we get further south, the nav gets harder, because it seems like the closer the notes are, the better I do, where he does better when we get notes that are a lot further apart.
Alexander Smithy physically came in here in the number 2 spot, but it sounds like it's been quite the battle out there.
Hey, Matt. Good job, man. Yeah, you two are so fun. It's way better than being out by ourselves.
Yeah.
I just heard this rumble, and I'm like, surely not. Here he is. This bike is so good to watch. Like, the way it handles, just I was just going to walk over there.
I love it.
Actually, parents have the best ice cream shop in the world.
Gelato's involved.
I was thinking about this all day.
You guys are too nice.
Just making sure the bike is perfect, because tomorrow night we're not going to be able to work on it. It's a marathon stage, so doing all the stuff that might be a problem, like putting new brake pads in it, change the oil. We're going to put a new clutch in it today. Not that it was a problem, but it might be a problem tomorrow. So actually the screw thing works awesome. We haven't had a slip since the start, so it's been perfect. Better than a rim lock.
we are stage 4, first day of the marathon stage. So tonight when we get to San Juanico, bikes are going to be impounded, and we're not going to be able to work on the bikes until the end of the following day. So the bike's got to make it 2 days of racing with no work. Second overall motorcycle, about 5 minutes off of first, but we won yesterday's stage, so starting up front today. Very short stage. Started out super fast, loose, skatey, flat roads, and then we went out towards the coast and got into some super fast salt flats, and then got into some really classic Baja sand, 2-track roads, and some good navigation. Today went exactly how I was expecting it to go. I started first, Matt started second. He did the same thing to me today that I did to him the day before. So yeah, I lost 3 minutes to him today because he started 3 minutes behind me, and we finished together. A little frustrating day, but overall good. I mean, didn't lose any more time than I gained yesterday. You know, Bryce, I'm a little offended that you didn't notice that I shaved today.
So you look squeaky clean, man.
Yeah,
Joe was throwing me off with all this.
I'll flip it over.
Big black lube
Don't worry,
stuff.
guys. I got it.
So thankfully tomorrow I'm going to start second, so I'll be able to catch Matt and hopefully put 3 minutes on him if I stay with him. It's going to be the longest stage of the rally tomorrow. We're going to go from here in San Juanico all the way to La Paz. It's going to be 2 timed specials throughout the day with a fairly long liaison in the middle. Long one today. Yeah. How you guys doing?
How's that bike doing?
It's doing really good.
Lando, that you are the cutest.
I've been in here for about 45 minutes. Where you been?
I got stuck in that sand dune earlier.
Was it you that took a little spill right before that?
Yeah, my airbag vest went up.
Hey guys, thank you for being here. My bike has said 0 kilometers left for 40 kilometers.
So they spent all the pipes.
Man, I'm sorry, that sucks. Joe, I'm out of gas. I'm 0.
Yeah, me too.
I turned off the main road and a car just pulled out of a garage. I went over the hood and the bike just... Ow. Brand new this morning.
I like how he's worried about his gear and his pipe.
He's not worried about his knee. Last year it was my left knee, this year it's my right knee. Done. I'm gonna take up golf.
You were following me like a lost little puppy out there.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to let you out of my sight. You turn around, I'm like, I reckon it was just a little bit further. And then I'm like, but what if he's right? He's always right. And I've got so much doubt in myself now from the last few days. Matt turned around, I went back 100 yards, and then turned around again. He turned around again at me. Yeah. And I was like, copped it. And then all that silt, I was behind you. I was really trying hard not to make dust for you. Yeah, it looked like it. We
2 gallons in there.
30 minutes a gallon is the going rate. Is this water? You. Oh, that'd be so awesome. Look at all the red shirts standing around just smiling. Hey, do you want me to ride interference for you so you don't get hit? If you don't mind.
Alex Smith is here in the pause. Your dad, Malcolm Smith, raced the very first NORRA, and now you're still battling out for first place. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
I would say my primary strategy is mistake minimization. Right, I'm not trying to win a drag race or anything, right? I'm trying to be close at the end of the day and not make any big mistakes that cost time. 3 stage wins now, so it's working, but yeah, hopefully tomorrow I'm close enough. If I don't make any mistakes, I'll be there. Remains to be confirmed, but it appears that the second stage yesterday was thrown out. That means that I won the day, and that means that I have to open today. I have to be the first bike off, so that was not the plan. Whoever starts second closes the gap to first really fast. So my goal was to start second and put those 3 minutes on him immediately, but it looks like the reverse is going to be true, so I'm not going to change. Yeah, just ride. It'd be a heartbreak to come this far and not make it to the finish line. Morning. Just like new. Man, boy, am I glad to see you. Payback today.
Good morning, everybody. Made it to pause. Congratulations. I'm going to read off the starting order. 423, 52, 909, 68.
Almost there. Last day. Drive safe, all right?
Thank you, guys. I think something's wrong with your bike. Huh? I think something's wrong with your bike.
Strategically, Alexander, is in the better position trying to catch up. And again, you have to be disciplined when you're out here and not overdo it. If we're talking 2 minutes, that's a great race. And he's getting comfortable with the bike. I mean, that's obvious from what I can see over the last few days.
30 minutes.
Oh, we're neutral?
Yep.
Oh, good. Okay. We can relax then.
You all right?
No.
Oh, my back.
The terrain.
No, just me. Just me. Yeah. Man, I'm worried about your bike. I think you should.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything about that oil leak on yours.
I think you should really go back and take a hard look at that thing.
These local guys, you can't trust them.
Yeah, man, I'm not sure that bike's going to make it.
Yeah, well, welcome to Dustville.
I think I can find my way to San Jose Del Cabo from here.
Well, the horse knows where he's going, so we'll see.
Right. It was very dusty, very dusty. I caught Matt, kind of story of the rally. We battled all day, back and forth. Not very often, 1,500 miles, and you're making passes like 3 kilometers to the finish, all the way to the end, into the speed zone. I believe second overall, and I think I won the stage.
We've just pulled over the line on the NORRA Mexican 1000 Rally, second on the DesertX Rally, and I think you could have asked us all at the beginning of the week would we have been battling for the lead? Even Alexander said it could be a bit of a push, but he proved right from day one. He was there battling with Matt Sutherland, and they put on a great show back and forth every day. Just ridiculously fast. I mean, I think the next gap to third place is over 3.5 hours.
The guy's won down here 3 times on a purpose-built rally bike. We were so close on his tail for the entire race, and even winning 3 of the 7 stages, which is incredible.
It's the first time, you know, for us racing the DesertX Rally, and it ran flawlessly.
As good as you think it's going to be, it's a lot better. I think Matt might want to buy one now.
It's been a hot, long, dusty 6 days of racing, 2,200 kilometers. What a fantastic week. And of course, we want to come back and win it now. Now we've got a taste.